Yo, what is going on? Welcome to your full body mobility video. You should already be done with your list, so now we start to move that body. Let's go ahead and start by putting our feet right underneath our hips, toes pointing forward, standing up nice and straight. Now our pelvis, we want it to tilt forward and back, okay? So follow me. Hump the air, nice posterior pelvic tilt, and now you're gonna untuck that pelvis and allow it to go backwards, almost like an arch in the lower back. Good, now forward, squeeze the glutes, and back. Forward and back. Again, forward and back. Good. Now we're going to try and rock up and down from side to side, okay? So one hip is going to be higher than the other. Both feet are still planted on the floor. One leg is straight, one leg is bent. Now over to the other side. Good. Like a hip hike. Nice job. And again. Keep going back and forth from side to side. Nice work. 2 more times on each side. Good stuff. And the other way. And I know this may seem like the boring stuff, but this is the stuff that keeps us away from injuries and really getting the most out of our workouts. Now we're going to go forward, side, back, other side. Forward, side, back, other side. I'll turn my body so you can see where I'm going. Forward. Oh, I almost went wrong there. Forward, side, back, side. Good. Let's go 2 more times in this direction. It's like a jagged edges hitting all 4 points. Good. And now I'm going to switch directions. So back, side, forward, other side. Good. Nice work. Now, rather than hitting jagged edges, we're going to try and do that same thing, but in a circular motion. Oh, good. Continuous. Really getting our hips, our pelvis, our lower back, the root of our spine moving. Good. Now let's switch directions. I'll show you from the side. Other direction, side. I'm almost going around in a circle now, hitting every point that we were to begin, but with a nice smooth edge. Good. Now we're going to exaggerate that same thing again. So as our hips go back, we're actually going to hinge. Now we're going to come out to the side, and our hip is going to poke out. Now I'm going to pull my hands towards my chest. I'm going to lean back. Now lean out to the other side. Good. Nice stretch of the TFL. Ooh, I like it. Big, big circles here. Nice work. And now I'm going to switch directions and switch which way I'm facing you. So here we go again. To the side, to the back, to the other side. Pull, 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 lean back. Ooh. Good. A little sticky maybe in some areas. I know it looks funny, but just trust me. I've been doing this every day, and I want to share it with you because it's the stuff that people always forget to do, but don't learn from my mistakes. Okay, so now we're good here. Hands on your hips, hands by your side, head, whatever makes you feel like you've got a little bit more balance. I'm going to put that weight onto my left leg now. Now my right leg is going to be pointing forward to begin. I'm going to lift up my leg, creating a 90-degree angle. Now I'm going to open up my hip without my torso turning, so my torso is always going to face forward. Now I'm going to plant my foot down to create the letter L. Now I'm going to pick it up and close that gap. So nice 90-degree hip openers while keeping your torso pointing forward. Good. Whew. Awesome work. Nice work. So we're going for external hip rotation and then bringing it back in. Good. Let's switch over to the other side now. Leaning on that right leg. Left leg comes up, out and down, up, in and down. Good. Also working on those stabilizing muscles on the leg that is supporting you. Good stuff. Not only has this made me feel really good for my heavy lifting, no more aches and pains throughout the day when I wake up in the morning, but also we're working on our balance at the same time. Awesome. Okay. Now we're going to go back to putting all the weight onto the left leg. Now I want you to pull your knee up. Now if you had a big square, I want you to try and touch every corner with your heel. Your heel has paint on it, on the bottom of it. You're going to come over to the side, go up to the corner of the box. Now you're going to try and go to the other side and create the biggest square that your mobility in your hip will allow you to create. Good. If you lose your balance, touch it on the floor and come back down again. Good. I'm currently going clockwise. Again, keep inflection Dorsiflexion in the ankle and the foot, and creating that big square. Nice. Now I'm going to switch directions, going counterclockwise. Nice. You may not be able to see it, but from where I am drawing the perfect square with that foot and that heel. If you need to hold on to something, you can do this by the wall, no problem. If you're spending most of the time falling over, go ahead and hold on to something until the balance and your stabilizing muscles start to improve. So now we're going to go clockwise on the opposite side. Good. Nice job. Ooh, hello, all over the place here. Good, good. Creating a square. Nice. 2 more times in this direction. And now switch directions. Counterclockwise, keeping that dorsiflexion in the foot. Ooh. Good stuff. Boom, boom, boom. And relax. Good, we're still gonna stay on our feet here. Standing on the left, we're gonna go dorsiflexion, and then point and extend your foot, right in your ankle. Good, straight up and down. Nice work. So you notice how my foot is going up and down to begin. Now, after this, we're going to try and go in and out. All right? Yes, it's happening in my hip, but really focusing on ankle mobility here. Nice. Switch sides. Stand on the right, dorsiflexion and extension on that foot. Point your toe, and then peel your toe towards your shin. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. And now again, we're going to try and go in and out. Yeah. If you pull funny faces, you're not alone. I'm over here, my tongue's out my mouth doing some weird shit. It's all right. Okay, shake it off. So now, we're going to go ahead and go down to the floor. So follow me. Staying on our hips, I want you to go ahead and create 2 angles. People like to say 90-90, but if you don't have 90-90, it's almost like I have a nice 45-degree angle in that front one, and then my ankle is close to my knee. I want to be able to sit up. If you need to lean back, this is going to make it a lot easier for you. Choice is totally up to you. At some point, the goal is to be able to sit up straight without your hands on the floor. Now staying here, we're just going to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. You may feel that internal rotation in the hip, and it might feel a little funky. I've got great external hip rotation. My internal hip rotation is a little not as good. Let's just put it that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands behind my head. Like I said, you can put your hands on the floor if you need to. The leg that is on behind me, I'm going to keep my ankle on the floor on both sides. Now my job is to open it up as much as I possibly can. If I can get a flat foot, that's amazing. Put it back down, and now we're going to rotate all the way over to the other side. So again, picking up that back foot. If you can get your foot flat on the floor, amazing. Putting it back down, twisting over to the other side. So open up, close, let's move. Open up, close, let's move. Good. One more time here. Open. And we're going just as much as your body can. And now, we're going to add a little bit of a deeper stretch. So I'm going to let go of my hands. I'm going to open up, and now I'm going to anchor my elbow. I'm going to sit up as straight as I can, and now I'm going to put it back down and go over to the other side. Open it up, use my elbow to push it a little bit further, bring it back down, switch over to the other side. Good. Up on its own, open up, sit up straight, close it, and switch. Open, push it, close, and twist. Okay, good stuff. Not bad at all. So up next, we're going to go ahead and just sit on our ankles. This is going to allow your feet to try and get used to where they're at. I have my toes untucked. If you're able to sit here, that's incredible. If you can't do that yet, go ahead and flex those feet, tuck those toes, and sit right here. This is going to get a nice deep toe stretch, which actually feels good. So if you want to join me, let's stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you can, untuck them. Leave your feet untucked. Now from here, we're simply just going to stand up straight, sit up straight. I'm going to put my hand out in front of me. Palm is up. I'm going to grab my fingertips and pull them towards my elbow. For 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, other side. Palm up, arm is straight. Pull those fingertips towards your elbows. For 3, 2, 1. Good. And now I'm going to do the same thing, but with my thumb. So palm is up. I'm going to grab my thumb from underneath and pull my thumb towards my elbow, like this. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Palm is up. Grab the thumb from underneath. Pull it back for 3, 2, 1. Good. Now lean onto your hands. Go ahead, untap and untuck those toes and feet. Tuck your toes. Come on up. Now we're going to go for a nice spinal wave to open up our shoulders and our back and our spine before we just move on towards our spine and our shoulders entirely. So big roll over. Before you go anywhere, I'll go first. Big shoulder roll, chin is to your chest. And I just want you to slowly allow that body, you can bend your knees if you need to come down 1 inch at a time. Now that's your body speaking to you on the way down. If you felt something between your shoulder blades and that lower back and your hip, pay attention to that, okay? So I've interlocked my elbows, so I'm holding opposite hand to elbow here. Keeping my chin on my chest, really trying to elongate that spine and create space. Good. Now I want you to gently bend your knees. Suck your hips forward as you come up slowly. Soft knees, soft knees, soft knees. Good. And let's do that one more time. Big shoulder roll over. Now pay attention if you weren't last time. Do you feel a tug in your lower back, your mid back, your lower back, your shoulders? What is it? Everybody's different. So every day, this is like a mental check-in with your body to see what you're feeling. Good. And if you feel something in a certain area, maybe you spend a little extra time, bend those knees, suck your hips forward, come up nice and slowly in that area. Just trying to wake up a little bit more. Good. So now we've gone forward and back. I want us to bring our feet about hip to shoulder width apart. Hands are going to be together, and now I'm going to pull like a bow and arrow, pulling my right elbow back until I'm going to try and twist my entire torso. Notice how my knees and my hips are still facing you. I'm taking my eyes to the back of the room, then I'm going to close that gap and bring it back in onto the other side. Pull it back, eyes go to your fingertips. Good. Bring it back. A nice twist of the spine here. Good stuff. Open up, twist, and close. Open up, twist, close, and again, open, twist, close. Good. Shake it off. Nice soft knees. Now I want us to turn our torso for some trunk twists. A little T-spine rotation here. Don't jolt. Nice and gentle to begin. Good stuff. Trying to keep my hips facing forward. You may have a couple cracks here and there. That's okay. Listen to your body. Good stuff. And relax. Oh, I like that. Now we're going to go for 90-90. Okay, one up, one down. I'm going to reach my right arm down as I reach my left arm up. Now, if you were to look at me from the side, it's like I'm stuck between two planes of glass. What I can't do is lean, otherwise I'm going to go into that wall. So there's a wall here, there's a wall here. Reach up and over, as well as down and under. Come back to that 90, and then switch. Reach up and over. Oh, nice work, nice lateral stretch of that torso. Other side, reach. Good. Switch. Reach. And switch. Good job. Looking good, feeling good. Not only are we stretching, we're opening up, mobilizing, we're also working on coordination. That mind to muscle, your fitness IQ, how fast or how hard is it for your brain to tell your body to do something and your body to respond? Pretty interesting, huh? So now we've done that, give me some shoulder circles backwards. Good, big ones. And now forward. Awesome work. Good. Now, if you were to have 4 points of your shoulder, top, bottom, front, and back, and I'll show you from the side, I want us to hit them all. So let's hit that top point, neutral, bottom point, push them down. They might not go far, neutral, push them forward, neutral, push them back. Don't let the body get involved. So up, down, forward, back. Up, down, forward, back. Now we're going to get real confusing, talking about that fitness IQ. One's going to go up, one's going to go down. Good. Switch sides. One's going to go forward, one's going to go back. Good. Switch sides. Up and down. Forward and back. Again, up and down, forward and back. Good. Shake it off. Arms up, one palm down. I want us to reach, shrug, and rotate that shoulder as we come out to the side. Again, a nice stretch on the torso, as well as really trying to get to every inch within your shoulder joint. Good. Big shrug. Opposite. One goes up, one goes down. Reach out, one palm's up. Good. Up. Nice. Internal rotation of that shoulder. I love it. Let's go. Again, seeing if you can get a little bit further out as you reach. Really exaggerate that shoulder shrug. Nice. And relax. Woo. I like that one. I like that one a lot. So, we're not done yet. You ready? We're going to go for our neck now. Feet are underneath the hips. I want us to keep our shoulders straight, so you can put your hands on your hips if you'd like, and bring your chin from side to side. Looking at each side of the room, or the world, depending on where you are. Maybe you're outside. And now, I want us to look over our shoulder at where the wall meets the floor. Which, if you're outside, there ain't no walls. You know what I mean. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing, but over our shoulder at where the wall meets the ceiling. And that's where you're going to gaze with your eyes. Nice work. And now we're going to tuck our chin to our chest. Keep your teeth close together and open up and look up. Look down. Look up. Down. Up. And neutral. Now we're going to go ahead and bring ear towards your shoulder. Try not to lean. Don't overstretch here. Oh, yeah. Again, a nice lateral stretch on the neck. Good. And now we're going to put all of that together. So chin to your chest, over to the shoulder, back behind you, opposite shoulder. Finish that rotation, switch directions. Good. Keep rolling. One more. Awesome. Okay, so we've done individual pieces. Now we're going to go down onto the floor. And if you've been training with me for a while, you know I love a good unload beast wave. So you're going to join me. So come onto the floor. The way to find this position is wrists, elbows, shoulders are stacked. Knees are about underneath my hips. I've got my toes tucked. So from here, how do I find my loaded beast? Well, I'm going to elevate my knees, drop my ass to my heels without my knees touching, but without my knees coming up as well. Now, from here, I need to extend and reach out enough so that I can tuck my chin to my chest with no problem. If this is too much for you to bear your weight here, you can always do this with your knees touching the floor. That's also okay. If you're with me, I'm going to do the same thing, but without. First thing I'm going to do is keep my head where it is, keep my upper body where it is, internal rotation on the shoulders. I'm just going to reach my hips up as high as I can without locking out my legs. Now I'm here, I'm going to shift that weight. All that energy is behind me right now. I'm going to try and start from my tailbone. Create as much space as possible, transferring my body weight from behind me 1 inch at a time through my vertebrae, till my shoulders are beyond my wrist. That is my cue to send my hips down low, open up my chest, and now pull my shoulder blades back, pinching a penny between my shoulder blades. Good. Chin is off the chest, looking up to the ceiling. Now we're going to reverse. Chin to the chest. Separate the shoulder blades. Send the hips up to the sky again, back to that position we started with, and then we drop the knees back down low. Let's do that again. And if you're with me, I'm going to do this again now, but with my knees on the floor. So keeping that chin to my chest. Push, push, push all the way forward. Shoulders beyond the wrist. That's the cue to drop the hips into an up dog with your knees down. Chin off the chest. Now reverse. Chin to the chest. Separate the shoulder blades. Push back through the palms. Rounding out that lower back. Finding yourself here. Final one. I'm going to take my knees off the floor again. Hips come up. Good. Now shift that weight forward. Hips come down low. Open up that chest. Look up. Knees are off the floor if you're with me. Chin to the chest, separate the shoulder blades, push through the palms, find your hips up nice and high, and then bring the knees back down low. All right, guys, get ready for that activation and prep work. I'll see you over there.